Alrighty. How's everybody doing? It's your boy Tony D. Gonna go ahead and do a fantasy football broadcast. Let's see what we got going on in week two. Week one, I got my butt kicked. I'll be clear. Week one, I got my butt kicked, but there were some good games. I did notice. I think it was Indianapolis and the Texans tied. Didn't see that coming. A lot of ups and downs. I know Thursday night's game that just passed was the Chargers and the Chiefs. I did take the Chargers as a long shot. I did say it was going to go over 55, but when I saw the spread, I think I stuck with it. I forgot either way the Chiefs won. Chargers were trying to make a comeback. They will make moves. I'm not sleeping on the Chargers this season. Me personally, I am not. But I will be watching. What's up, Helen? How you doing? Thank you for coming through. I'm going to be watching the games, seeing what's going on. There are some injuries out there we do need to look out for if you play fantasy football. So let me try it like this. As always, this league is going through NFL.com. So what I'm going to try to do is keep all of the updates and the information coming from this site specifically. As of right now, this site is going to start with the kickers. Let me get it up here. If you hear the TV in the background, it's because my son's watching TV. I just made him breakfast, so y'all got to forgive me. Who was that? Stevie Wonder. Thank you for coming through. Thank you. Let's start with kickers, which honestly, I'm not going to lie. You should get who you want to get and call it for what it is. You'll see what the site has on its own. Young Ho Koo. I got no problem with this dude. It's just a matter of whether he's going to get down to his side of the field or not. The Twitch notification only just popped up. Yeah, the Twitch notification comes up late, Helen. That's been like that for a while, so it has. And Stevie One has always been supportive. I've been grateful to you for over a year. Thank you. I really have, Stevie. Thank you. And did you get to watch the movie? I meant to ask you about that too. But what we got here, I don't need that replay. Young Hoku on the Falcons, he's always a good kicker. That's no question to me. Evan McPherson for the Bengals, he's on a team where they're going to get down the field one way or the other. He'll be kicking all day. He should be kicking after every offensive series, in my opinion. Cade York for the Browns, I'm not sure. But they're playing the Jets. I think the Browns have an advantage over the Jets. Matter of fact, even as a Jets fan, I'm going to go ahead and tell you the Browns probably going to win that game. If the Jets win this game, it'll be a celebration. I'm saying it. Sit down Lutz versus the Bucks. I don't know about that. I think New Orleans will get down the field, even though the Bucks are pretty much a Super Bowl prediction, not the playoff, Super Bowl. Damn sure, in my opinion, they should be going to the Super Bowl. Let's just stop it. They should be going to the Super Bowl. But New Orleans has always been a problem. Let's be clear. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 0-4 against New Orleans since Brady got there. That was on ESPN already. I would start him. So I would go against this. However, as far as points, that's probably where they're correct at. Randy Bullock for the Tennessee Titans against the Bills. I see what they're saying. Not only do the Bills have a good offense, they got a good defense. I see what they're saying. Gregor Zuerlein versus the Jets. I'd sit them. Unless the Jets are moving down the field and the scoreboard shows that they're not scoring, but the game shows they're moving down the field.
Hi.
Yes, Jason says hi, everybody. They can't see you. Finish eating. My personal opinion, the Jets will move the ball downfield, even though they don't score a whole lot of points. They don't get into the end zone a lot. That's where they're coming from. But I do know they move the ball down the field. So as far as points goes, yes. My man Santos here for the Bears against the Packers. Jeez. I can't even say nothing. I can try to justify all day. I can't say nothing. So those will be the kickers. As far as the defenses right now. I don't need the volume right now, but thank you very much. Starting Steelers against the Patriots. Why not? The Patriots have, Helen says hi. The Patriots are predicted to come through this season? I don't damn know. Steelers don't really put that many points to me, but we'll see how it goes. The Broncos against the Texans. Yep. I don't even have to say nothing. Yep. The Bengals against the Cowboys. Yep. Now, there's no Dak Prescott for the Dallas Cowboys. We're going to get on that later. Matter of fact, if I don't get on that, I'm going to need you to remind me. Whew, that's not going to be pretty. Let's just move on. Jesus. The Browns over the Jets, I just covered that. I'm going to leave that alone. Sit them. The Eagles defense versus the Vikings, I would not. Personally, I would not. However, my record does not verify my certification or the fact that I know what I'm talking about. But personally, I would not. The Titans versus the Bills, I'm hard-headed. I would not. Guess why? The Bills like to throw the ball, which means you have time and room for interceptions to get points. Yes, Helen. I did see that. First of all, Helen says hi to Jason. I always thank everybody for saying hi to my son. So appreciate that, Helen. That's number one. Number two, that's been happening on Twitch since last year, I believe. Actually, it might have been earlier this year, but yes, you got to re-verify your account. I've had to do it 2 or 3 times. I think twice since the new year myself. That's been happening, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see what we got here. What I was saying, the Titans with the Bills. They do throw the ball a lot. I would risk the Titans defense based on the fact that they throw the ball. There's room for interception. There's room for points for your defense. The Bears and the Packers, yeah, we talked about that earlier. I don't think I would start the Bears against the Packers. This is true. The Chargers versus the Chiefs, we already had that happen. But I will say I was taking a risk on the Chargers defense personally. And those are our defenses. Let's go to wide receivers. Lord have mercy. This one's going to be a minute.
Some people say
I know, but I don't listen to all of them. We got Gabe Davis versus the Titans. I'd start him easily. They don't have a lot of faith against the Titans. I kind of find it disrespectful, but I would take advantage of it if I was the owner of Gabe Davis on my wide receiver. As my wide receiver on my team, I would do it. Christian Kirk with the Jaguars against the Colts. Christian Kirk has to break out for the Jaguars. I would risk him. This would be a season where I would put a lot on the line for him. He is a chance I would take. I've never seen any other account except yours. I comment on other people's Twitch all the time. Okay, this is not my platform. This is the other platform. And probably because you haven't verified with them, I don't know. But it should be on my Twitch, and you're normally on my Twitch. Why you can't comment on my Twitch, I don't know. You're right. That is interesting. Where was I? Christian Kirk with the Colts. Against the Colts, I would do it. I think Christian Kirk has to break out with the Jaguars to earn his spot on the team, even though he's decent as a player. But that's just me. Julio Jones versus the Saints. I find this to be very interesting. Matter of fact, I would do it. Period. I would do it. Drake London versus the Rams. They say he put up good numbers in the week 1 matchup against the Saints. Okay, cool. That's impressive considering he's a rookie who missed much of the preseason due to a knee injury. Okay. And he's getting the ball. Do it. Sit him. Kadarius Toney, Giants wide receiver against the Panthers. There's not much you could say to the advantage of the Panthers on this one as of right now for this season. But he's a Giants wide receiver. And Danny Dimes has props. I don't know. I really don't know. Elijah Moore with the Browns. Why we keep y'all just crapping all on. Thank you, Helen. No, you know nothing about American football. Thank you very much. Oh my God. Where was I? The Jets running backs and wide receivers are the only thing to talk about on the team. So they already, any opposing team knows who to stop and what to stop. I hate it for the Jets right now. Amari Cooper versus the Jets. Cooper isn't really seeing the ball enough, which is what I'm seeing. And as I read this narrative, That narrative nails it down. There will be games where he catches a long ball or a touchdown, but when he doesn't, it's going to be very ugly. They are not lying. That's the problem, and that's it. It's been like that even when he was in Dallas. It was like that when he was in Oakland, if I remember correctly. Because God knows Amari Cooper was a beast in college, but that was a while ago. Adam Thielen versus the Eagles. Now, let's just be clear. Adam Thielen was one of the best wide receivers a few seasons ago. You sit him if you want to. But they got it narrated properly. The only issue is the attacks were not going his way. He's not getting the ball enough. Plain and simple. That's a team issue, not a player issue. Plain and simple. Ladies and gentlemen, those are the wide receivers. Helen with the monster emotes from Twitch. Thank you very much.
On Sunday, but we're kind of wondering, is that?
Yeah, we're going to talk quarterbacks now. Lord. QB time. Matthew Stafford versus the Falcons. Last week, Matthew Stafford did not look that good. Super Bowl quarterback, but he had an elbow injury. He's going up against the Falcons. I think Mariota with the Falcons is a good regeneration. I think Mariota with the Falcons is a good opportunity for both of them to rejuvenate themselves and to get something out of this. I kind of like the fact that Mariota is with Atlanta. I think this will work. I know they're 0-1, but I think this will work. Kirk Cousins versus the Eagles. Stop it. The Eagles need to destroy Kirk Cousins as a quarterback. I've got nothing against Kirk Cousins. Decent 500 quarterback. I've got nothing against him. Nothing. Nancy, how you doing? I'm just seeing you over there. My apologies. There is a link on the league chat if you would like to join. Being that you're a member of the league, man, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Who is this? 808, sit or start. Quarterback Stafford or Murray. Running back Harris, Edmonds, or Jay Robinson? Good question. As of right now, I would take Murray over Stafford based on what I saw last week. Running backs. I'm going to go with Najee Harris because I'm drafting Najee Harris as my number one running back in fantasy football. Personal answer. Najee Harris is my number one running back in fantasy football right now. Okay, Nancy, we'll get yourself situated proper. I hope everything gets better, but the door was open just so you knew. And to 808 DO13 or DOL3, I hope you got my answer. Najee Harris is my running back in fantasy football. He's my number one running back. I'm waiting on him to break out. Murray can run, but Stafford has the weapons this week. Stafford had the weapons last week. And it didn't look good. I've got him on my fantasy team. It did not look good. I like Stafford as a quarterback. I've liked him since he was in Georgia. Matter of fact, I came to Georgia when he was playing. I saw him lose a game and still have respect for him for how he played. And he hasn't let me down since. He hasn't let anybody down as a fantasy football quarterback unless he was injured.
Hey, yo.
This is a fact. He's not a slouch. He's not a problem. He's not a slacker. He doesn't look stupid. He's not reckless. He has to be injured for something to be wrong. That's the only reason why I really can't start him. When I know he's hurt, I got to sit him because he will play hurt. Los Angeles has two injured quarterbacks that are still ready to play. The Chargers quarterback and the Rams quarterback. Both of them are hurt, but both of them are still ready to take their field. We saw with Stafford and we saw with Herbert. No, because I'll be talking for a minute. I'm almost done. Go. Okay. Go ahead. Just so you know. And that's my personal opinion from what I've been seeing. Great question. Tough to answer. Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you for coming through. I would, this week, I dare say I would tell you to take Murray over Stafford. This week. Running backs, I'm taking Najee Harris. No disrespect about anybody else. Go for yours afterwards. I'm taking Najee Harris. Alvin Kamara's hurt. I just saw that this morning. Like I said, go for yours in my opinion. Where in God's name was yeah, Kirk Cousins. The Eagles need to. I think Kirk Cousins can be stopped unless the Eagles defense is not that good. Derek Carr versus the Cardinals. I think Derek Carr is going to do something. But he's getting them interceptions. See, it says it right there. 295 yards, 2 scores, and three touchdowns against the Chargers defense. Cardinals normally have a decent defense. You can see the narrative on everything else. Trey Lance with the Seahawks. Trey Lance, this is his breakout season. The Seahawks looked good with Geno Smith. They truly did. Big ups to the Seahawks and no shade. They looked good. We may be wrong. Those of us who don't really know them that well, who just talk football and don't really watch them as a team, the Seahawks looked good last week. They truly did. they truly did. Brady's to go to his fantasy house, sit him. I'm not sitting Tom Brady against the Saints. Y'all can forget that. Here are their reasons why. I'm going to let you read it. I'm not sitting Tom Brady. However, my question to you would be, if you do sit Tom Brady in fantasy football this week, who is your backup quarterback? How much better than Tom Brady is your backup quarterback if you have Tom Brady in your roster? That's the question you got to ask yourself. Marcus Mariota versus the Rams. I just talked about Marcus Mariota. I gave him his credit. I gave him his props. I like what that team is doing. Let me be clear. Rams defense is going to come at him. And Mariota's not that fast. He was known as a pocket quarterback, so they got him. I would sit Marcus Mariota against the Rams this week. Unless your backup quarterback is slower. It has lower numbers than Marcus Mariota. Justin Fields against the Packers, sit him. Let me stop. To you Chicago Bears fans, what would you do in this situation? And again, who's your backup quarterback? I can see why they say this. Ryan Tannehill versus the Bills. I'm hard-headed as hell. Tom Brady is my number one quarterback in fantasy football. Ryan Tannehill is my number two quarterback in fantasy football. Trey Lance is my number three quarterback in fantasy football for this season. No matter what league I was to be in, that will be my dream roster. I would not sit Ryan Tannehill unless I had Brady and unless I had Lance. And neither one of them could do anything this week. Ryan Tannehill will be the best out of those three against the Bills this season. Against their opposing team this week. I will start Ryan Tannehill. Why? His interception numbers are low. Ding! His interception numbers would be low. However, Derrick Henry will get double and triple team, so he can't run. The tight end will have to do a whole lot, so he'll be a lot of short passes. But Ryan Hill could get to the end zone. And Buffalo Bills at the end zone is a problem. I agree. If you drop Ryan Tannehill, who is your backup quarterback? Who is your other option at quarterback? Hell, if you don't have Brady, you don't have Lance as a rookie, which I would have. If you've got Tannehill and your backup isn't any good, who's in the free agent market for you to pull? I would start Tannehill. Nancy in the house with the jokes. There's a few of them. I know some. Those are your quarterbacks, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we got here. The wide receivers, running backs, tight ends. Oh, no. We got the running backs right here. No, we don't.
I'm going to Vietnam, and I'm bringing a beer.
Y'all on these damn commercials. What do we have here? We don't have running backs yet. There we go. Running backs, ladies and gentlemen. Running backs, running backs, running backs. Who is this? Kachizi. Kasachizi. Is this Nazim, y'all? Is that Nazim, y'all? Kasachizi, how you doing? And this Nazim. Nazim, how the hell are you? It's Nazim, y'all. Nazim is in the house, y'all. Nazim. Nazim. What's up, bro? Nancy says, I know some two drafted. Yeah, I mean, the diehard fans are going to draft him, and you're going to draft him down the line if you waited too long to get anybody else. You are. You're going to draft him down the line. We also got, let's see what we got with the Nazim. Good to see you, man. Everybody misses you, bro, for real. I'm glad everything's going all right now. At least you up here. Let's go with the running backs. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I did watch the game the other night. He did good. No questions. He's going to get the ball. He's going to run. Easy, yes. Antonio Gibson with the Commanders, I will start him against the Detroit Lions. We don't have no faith in the Detroit Lions right now. I don't know anybody who does except for Detroit fans. I don't know anybody who's good with them except for Detroit fans. Seriously. We got Darrell Henderson with the Falcons. I don't know, but I'd probably try it. There's a lot of holes in the Falcons defense. I saw that a few seasons ago. From what I'm seeing, they haven't been filled yet. Seriously. But I probably would play him. The 49ers running back Jeff Wilson against the Seahawks. I don't know. Now, you got Elijah Mitchell out with a knee injury. There's your answer right there, ladies and gentlemen. I can talk all day, but there's your answers right there. And the analysts can out-talk all of us. There's your answer right there. Sit him down. Josh Jacobs. Holy. Oh. What's your call on the fine game? The Dolphins game? Haven't gotten to it yet. Nazim, give me a minute. Let me see who they're playing, matter of fact. Something about the music. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. I got George Clinton in my head. Y'all got to excuse me. Not just a knee deep, she was totally deep when she did the freak with me. Yeah. The Ravens. The Dolphins and the Ravens. I would take the Dolphins. Baltimore's given 3.5 points. I would take the Dolphins. I think there's something going on with Lamar Jackson, the QB. Mark Andrews is pretty much number 2 tight end in the nation. They got him number 1. I'm putting him number 2. Kelsey's number 1. Let's just stop playing. Let's just stop playing. My man Nazim is in the house. Good dude, y'all. Josh Jacobs against the Cardinals. Why would they sit him? Let's see what they got. Yeah, Las Vegas is loaded with weapons. This is true. But Las Vegas has always been loaded with weapons. I wouldn't sit him. That's just me. Cam Akers against the Falcons. I wouldn't sit him. We've been talking about this. The Falcons. I can't sit Cam Akers. Not just yet. However, Akers cannot be started even in deeper formats. Last week, he played just 18% of the snaps and saw 3 touches, scoring 0 fantasy points. Sean McVay said after the game, Akers has to run with more urgency. It is opposite of what you see from an early round pick. He is working his way back from a torn Achilles. Ding. You got to sit him. Dameon Pierce. Dameon Pierce is getting a lot of credit and acknowledgement. He was getting a lot of credit and acknowledgement during the preseason before the regular season started on a lot of platforms. From what I saw from the Broncos last week, I think I would sit him. He's on the Texans. To Houston Texas fans, my apologies, but what excitement do we have for your squad? Except for Dameon Pierce. You all are going through the same thing the Jets are going through. Exactly. Damian Harris, the running back from the Patriots against the Steelers. I think the Steelers will have them. Yeah, no question here. No debate here. And ladies and gentlemen, those are the running backs. So now we go back to the all-important tight ends.
On Sunday, but we're kind of wondering, is that real or is it?
Kyle Pitts with the Rams. I will start Kyle Pitts. He was a great draft pick. I think it was last season. I think we'll have something against the Rams. He has better days coming. I'd risk him. Dalton Schultz against the Bengals. I think Dalton Schultz is going to get the ball a lot more, but the Bengals are going to be I disagree with starting him here. I kind of disagree. I'm not saying he won't make it, but ladies and gentlemen, this is a matchup I think we need to watch today. For those of you who do see this broadcast, we're going to need numbers and comparisons on the game as it is over with this matchup right here. This is going to be a very interesting matchup, in my opinion. Dalton Schultz and the Cowboys against the Bengals. We're going to have to watch that Cowboys-Bengals game. Yeah. Pat Fryermuth versus the Patriots. Yeah. Now, I don't know how the Patriots defense is looking. If I have a chance, anybody out there who's a Patriots fan, y'all let me know how that works out. Gerald Everett and the Chiefs. Gerald Everett is an older tight end in the NFL, not just on the team, in the NFL, not just among tight ends in the NFL. But I forgot how it went. I know I did see him. He had a good run. He had about a good 20, 30-yard run, I think, on one pass. Somebody check that for me, but he did do good Thursday night. I did see that. Sit him. Dawson Knox versus the Titans. Only because there's more weapons on the Bills, and he won't see the ball as much. So I hate to say it. I can agree with it. I mean, I can disagree with it, but I see what they're saying. I really do. Rich Roberts. Let's see what we got here. Nancy says the Bengals D is going to roll. Bengals D is coming. I like what I saw for them in the Super Bowl. I am not sleeping on the Bengals defense. I am not. My man Rich Roberts is in the house. He must be here with telephone account verified. Just said you can't comment. Rich, you should be able to comment on my Twitch. My Twitch specific. Yeah, check it again, please. If not, my YouTube is up. I'm glad you're here. Appreciate you for coming through. Everybody follow Rich Roberts. Hashtag PTSD, which is positive start to the day. PSTTD. Positive start to the day. That's my man, Rich. Ted Hicks is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. My man Ted is here. Ted Hicks from LateNightParents.com. Ways to follow the show, LateNightParents.com, y'all. I don't want to wake nobody up. Ted, good seeing you. Everybody who's in the league, the link is up there for you to join. Unless you're busy, that's a Sunday morning. I understand everybody who's busy. Thank you all for coming through. Where was I? Yeah, Dawson Knox. He probably won't see enough numbers. That's all there is to it. Irv Smith with the Eagles. Irv Smith is one of the most underrated tight ends in the NFL to me. I'm actually hard-headed enough to start him just to see if he will actually get any numbers against the Eagles this week. Because I think he's looking for a major game to break out from, and this would be it. Mike Gesicki versus the Ravens. I have him on one team. I was just looking at that. There aren't any other options in tight end besides Mike Gesicki. And normally when you draft him, you're out of options anyway. So if you drop him, you pretty much don't even have a tight end. I don't think I would drop him. That's just my opinion. Hunter Henry for the Steelers. I think I would chance it. Hunter Henry as a tight end. I like him. I'll take him. You see it right here. He outperformed Jonas Smith in week 1. I'm just saying. And I do believe the Patriots got 2 tight ends. They run the 2 tight end offense. I think they are, or at least they were. I think they were. I don't know. Who your other tight end options would be my question. I really don't know. And those go for the tight ends, ladies and gentlemen. So what else do we have here going crazy? What are they going to say about the waiver wire? Let's run that for the last segment. Yeah, Devontae Smith didn't get no money, and Cole Kemet got disrespected. Yeah, we just covered all this, but not Jalen Warren. Wow. I may have to watch Jalen Warren. I actually forgot about him. Can't because once telephone verification. Yeah, Helen was telling me the same thing, Rich. I don't know what's going on over there. Yeah, you on YouTube. You good. Patsy's are running Smith and Henry. Yes, appreciate it, Glick. Thanks for coming through, man. Yeah, they been running. They was doing two tight ends when Cam was there. I do remember that. And I thought they were going to do something with Cam and the two tight end front. I did think they were going to do something with that. Jalen Warren, we might need to watch that, ladies and gentlemen. Jamal Williams. Yeah. And based on this narrative, the kid's got heart. I think we need to put him on our watch list, ladies and gentlemen. That would be my opinion. Khalil Herbert. Oh, really? Okay. Something about the music. I think somebody drafted him in our league, though. I will say that. Nope. Ding. Then the question becomes, who do you drop for him? Right. I see you, Nancy. So on my roster, I am dropping Damian Pierce, and I'm going to add Khalil Herbert. Still not a lot of points, but I'm going to follow the advice of what we got up here on our app, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what else we got. Dontrell Hilliard. So Dontrell Hilliard looks like he should be started, or at least picked up on your bench. Curtis Samuel's a wide receiver. Yeah, I would just grab him and have him on my bench. I just want him on my team. He did great when he was in Carolina. He just doesn't get the ball enough. There's definitely to talk about with Curtis Samuel. He does not get the ball enough, but he's a great wide receiver. Melanie, how you doing? Thank you for coming through. Swift is on the play count, I've heard, so Jamal is a good option. I agree, Nancy. I agree. I do agree. Maybe the Detroit offense will do something. They do have players, but Curtis Samuel, yeah, I would keep him on my bench. He definitely can be rostered at any time. Devin Duvernay. Oh wow. Oh wow. Roby Anderson. Let me tell everybody in here something. Roby Anderson is an excellent wide receiver. He has not done much since he left the Jets, but Roby Anderson is an excellent wide receiver. Stop playing. I know he's not getting a lot of numbers. I know people are going to destroy me based on his numbers. I don't give a damn what you say. I've watched the games he's been in. Throw the ball his way and watch what happens. Throw the ball his way and watch what happens. Unless he's double teamed, he's probably going to catch it. The man's a great wide receiver. He's just not getting the ball enough. That says a lot for everybody. I know that's cliched, it's corny. I don't give a damn. Roby Anderson is a great wide receiver, in my opinion. If I'm playing fantasy football, I want him on my team. That's the key to fantasy football. I know who I want on my team. Y'all can run all that other shit. And I say it like that on purpose. Me, I know how I want to design my team. I know who I want on it. That's how I'm going to go for. So when it comes to trades, that's what I do. 3 games you'll be watching today. Thank you for that, Nancy. I appreciate it. Curtis Samuel is number 1 ad this week. Probably is. Roby Anderson should be too. 3 games we'll be watching. Panthers and the Giants. I got you. Jets and the Browns. Jesus, Rich. Jesus. If the Jets pull this game off, we're going to party. Patriots and Steelers. I'm not mad at you at picking the Patriots to win. I'm not. For those picks right there, I would take the Panthers, the Browns, and probably the. Yeah. Patriots, Browns, and the Pats. I have to agree with that. No, Panthers, Browns, Patriots. Have that marked. You gotta have. Yeah, I know. We gotta have faith in the Jets, bro. I've been having faith in the Jets since Chad Pennington, because it was quiet as hell before him. They're killing me. Me and Ted was talking about this the other night. They're killing me. They're killing me. Oh my God, they're killing me. Roby Anderson is one of my wide receivers, period. That end the story. Tyler Boyd, I get him. All of your narratives are here at NFL.com, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, unsold SUV starting at $8K. We need to go down there. Glick, you and Jeff will have your own open shop if I got my hands down there. I already know some cars I want to redo. If Everett's not roster in your lead, why? 18-yard touchdown reception, finished with 54 yards and 2 catches. Yes. I don't have a problem with Gerald Everett. He's just up there in age, and his numbers aren't consistent. This is what I've seen over the past 4 seasons personally. His numbers are not consistent. Hayden Hurst. He's not that old. He could still play. He really can. And he's got a team around him. I would keep him, personally. O.J. Howard. That's a name I have not heard in a while. I have not heard the name in a while. Taysom Hill. I don't know how you don't have Taysom Hill and Cordarrelle Patterson on your team damn near as a cheat code, because both of them play 2 different positions. So there's money and points with them. Taysom Hill and Cordarrelle Patterson. Taysom Hill can play tight end and quarterback, I believe. Cordarrelle Patterson could be wide receiver, running back, correct? How do you not have a dual threat on your roster? And you call yourself a fantasy football guru? Your only reason is because the draft didn't allow it. Somebody picked him up before you could. I said it. Quarterbacks. Carson Wentz. The Washington Commanders are up and coming. Brand newly named franchise, in my opinion, right now. This is a sleeper squad to me. The Washington Commanders are a sleeper squad to me. Carson Wentz has got to be healthy and have an offensive line. Other than that, he's got everything. Marcus Mariota, I like Marcus Mariota with the Falcons. They get nothing, no questions for me. He could be consistent. He won't be a superstar, but he'll be consistent. I'd do it. Still, the defense is rostered only 35% of NFL leagues. Browns, yeah. Ravens, these are the pros talking, ladies and gentlemen. These are the pros talking. And that is your waiver wire. I'm going to call it on the waiver wire myself. I want to thank everybody for coming through. Check your rosters accordingly. Check your waiver wires. Check your matchups. Make sure everybody's healthy. Y'all got 40 minutes. Most of us have more than one league. This is designated for one league. May the information help you with any and everything else. May the information that I've shown you here and maybe on another platform help you as well. And I got ESPN on, so I got to go watch that my damn self. I will holler any and everybody later. This will be, the link for this should be in the league chat. This video will be up here for everybody who's a part of the league. I want to thank everybody for coming through. Nancy, Rich, Nazim, Melanie, Ted. Who I forget? Look at. Yeah. My man 808, appreciate you coming through. Helen, thank you for coming through. Stephen 1, thank you for coming through. Ted, what's good, man?
Nothing, man. I'm just shouting you out.
I appreciate you.
I figured out how to get on the StreamYard as
on your phone, yeah.
A novice StreamYard user.
Cool.
But
you lied to my
out
face.
here.
You're a novice mobile user. You are a novice mobile user. I got you.
You football. Word. I don't know if you can see it or not.
I can see it. You're good, bro.
Yeah. Well, we're in the second half, so I thought it was safe for me to get on.
I appreciate you, dog. I knew you was busy with the family.
What are you doing with the Hold on, that's a Bazanki. Jeez. I had to lift my sunglasses on that one.
Let me do like you. Oh.
Dangerous.
Yes, sir.
But hey, are we ready for fantasy football today?
Absolutely. I'm done.
Okay.
Yes, Jason. What's wrong? Go ahead.
Big shout out to Jason.
Yeah, he's doing too much. Rich Robert says, "What's up?"
Hey, Rich, how you doing? I really, between me trying to look cool with glasses and the screen kind of dimming.
Yes.
I really can't see too much.
I got you covered. Don't worry about it. Drop the commentary.
I just wanted to say, what's up?
Appreciate you, man.
They're making a whole bunch of noise.
No, we can hear you good. The noise isn't overtaking you at all, just so you know.
And I'll see you on. Hey, are you doing a post-game show tonight?
I might. I got to see if Smoke's going to do his show or not. If he doesn't, I can do mine. No problem.
All right. Let me know. I'll jump on.
I will. Appreciate you coming through, man. Peace.
All right.
All right. Ted pops up at the end of the broadcast. He pulled the bathurst on me. I'm going to drop down. Everybody take care. Let's go get ready for these football games. Ted is the coolest. You right. You all take care. Check your rosters, and I'll see you all later on tonight, all right? Peace.